Hello, and welcome to the 2021 Game Awards. I am your host, Jeff Keeley, and wait. I have the wrong stream open.
I obviously walked into the wrong booth today.
No, Pink Buffs. That's what we're doing. We're not revealing any new Smash characters here.
Nope, but we do have a character in Rydia today with this Pink Puff League. Do you want to kind of talk about the flags today? Would you like me to talk about the flags?
You should talk about the flags today because I don't remember all of them off the top of my head.
So the basic of this is we have a push B to jump seed, but Asuka is mean, and Asuka said, we're going to have 5 boss hunts, plus you're looking for a D-Mist. So, ha ha ha.
The game got back at her with radio start, but...
I know, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rydia is my favorite of all the characters. But otherwise with these flags, we've got our Key Wildish, Spoon flag is on, no key items, no free boss, or no free characters. But let's talk a little bit about our runners today. We have Moleboy and Kyrios, 2 of our Pink Puffs. If you're not familiar with the Pink Puff League, this is a league made by Asuka with help from a few others in the community that really just helps to get some of the newer players, less experienced players, get them ready for racing. She comes up with these flag sets that puts them through all sorts of situations that they might see if they were, say, doing some ZZ3, ZZ4, any of that. So, yeah. But we will be getting started in just a second. So we'll see who is going to pair up with this tiny murder child. Who are you looking for today?
I don't know. Do I want to be mean, or do I want to treat the Pink Puffs nicely with my
I mean, a little bit of nice, a little bit of mean. I'm always hoping for a crystal sword.
Let's get a twin in here. That's what I want to see. I was not. Well, I was sort of close because White Mage. Also, hi, Golbez.
That is something that hopefully our runners will not be fighting tonight. But they are off. We have a Rosa and a Rydia, and that was a Sylph summon. Sylph glitch is on, so as long as Rydia isn't in the middle and has 25 MP, she can cast the little Sylph friends all day long.
Means she's got to get at least 1 level going. Because she does not start off with... I don't think... Does she have... Like, she has like 10 MP or something?
Yeah, she does not have a lot of MP to start with. But kind of finding some nice stuff there. That was a Sork robe.
Yeah. You know, it took me the longest time until I realized you can, like, open the door and jump over those guards there.
Yep, I think every time I watch a push B to jump seed, I learn something new, some new little skip that I never would have thought of.
Oh boy, found a curse ring, and Curious is probably about to find it as well. I think just in that room there, so yeah.
Cursed ring, definitely something you want to find early because you really want to be able to slow a character down for that Zoromus fight.
course, we're not sticking around to fight any bosses in the castle, because even though you can skip that gold bez, it's not gonna do you much good unless you find like King Queen Eblin and the throne.
Now, that King Queen Evelyn is one of our objectives. I'm kind of hoping for King Queen to be somewhere terrible.
And by somewhere terrible, you mean like in an entirely free spot where there would have been helpful to have somewhere else?
No, I just mean somewhere where they have to do 8 million things to get to it. Like the giant. Can you
Oh yeah,
jump over the Can you jump over the giant?
I think you can jump the elements spot. Don't quote me on that, because I'm very often wrong. But okay, yeah, Tibble confirming you can jump. Also, Dave saying you can jump over both spots. So yeah, all right. That doesn't help you if the King Queen Evelyn are there, but
yeah, you gotta fight the bosses. Go ahead.
we've got an elements over on Curious' side.
And that is a Cecil as well. Nothing makes me happier than a Crystal Sword Cecil.
I think we've got a lot of fans of that. Although Curious not going to be keeping him right now. Is kind of struggling to get to that elements fight.
And Moleboy finding the D-Lunars here. I'm not sure if he was trying to actually fight this or if he just inadvertently missed the trigger. I've done that.
Did reset, so presumably it was unintentional.
Yep, probably wants to keep that elven bow.
Kyrios found 2 blue robes in the Antlion Cave, so he's not sticking around.
At some point, you gotta fight something. Because you gotta find some key items in this game, I think. Have they changed that yet?
I mean, you can jump over a lot of them. Case in point, Curious is now in the underground path, not having a hook. Oh, it's a wyvern is taking a bath.
Aw, and we don't even get to see what the wyvern is today. But that's not required, and something you definitely don't want to have to fight.
Well, the Cave Eblin shop is kind of nice. You got some Bacchus there. I think I saw Siren, but I may have misread.
Those were definitely some sirens. There is your grind, and there's your Berserk for Zoromus.
Oh, and speaking of Berserk, here's a good character for Berserking. That is free edge.
That is a vanilla edge as well. But that kind of opens up a lot of the overworld checks just because Edge is so strong and starts at level 25. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, there's also a free boss awaiting in the tower there, but you know, you can jump right over the boss anyway, so not required, so don't need to fight him. Just free access to the underground.
Yep. I would be surprised if our runners don't at least check that first boss here in the underground, because even though you can jump over everything, this is a long walk to get to that boss if it turns out to be your Dr. Luge, your Mom Bomb.
Curious found a light sword. If he gets that Cecil and goes back to Mount Ordeals, that's a pretty decent weapon to start with for him.
Definitely. Although we all want the big holy swords, a light sword will suffice. That is enough to get Cecil online. But I'm going to go ahead and save here. Likely going to go ahead and do this check. If it's something you don't need, well, just jump over it. But if it's, say, one of your required bosses, then you do actually have to fight it.
That is the wrong king sprite you're looking for there.
Yeah, ew. I'm glad they don't have to fight it, because that's miserable.
Fun fact, you can jump over that pitfall, but it doesn't do anything for you. Oh, there's the other guard at the top of tower. So
That is a nice place to find those guards, because I know both of our runners picked up a coffin. But yeah, Curios is underground, and Moleboy is not far behind. And Curios is going to make what is very standard a check. I'm going to check this freebie here in the Fey March, get an idea of what's down here, maybe pick up some good loot.
well, that's an Asura summon. It's not the requirement, but it's something.
And
you
that's
still got Rydia.
well, and that's a longsword.
Between the Sylph and the Asura, this Rydia is quickly turning into a white mage.
Asura is only healing 2/3 of the time every time.
So, Legend Sword. Oh, more coffins. Those are... I'm a fan of coffins. Not only are they good for some of the bosses that don't have the boss bit, such as those guards we were talking about, also good for grinding.
Definitely, if you are first starting out on some eggs, it can be pretty hard to kill them in one hit.
And Curious goes back and picks up some sirens. Oh, okay, so who's this Sparkle? We know that that's full leg. Oh, glad Ogopogo is not required.
Absolutely, you do not want to have to fight that Ogopogo. At least it's not in the Leviathan spot, but it's still pretty miserable.
Yeah. So, I don't think Curios is coming back to the Fey March anytime.
No,
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
Harumph pointing out, it is still technically possible that it might be required because of... There are some unskippable key items that you're gonna need that you can't just jump over the triggers. But, for now...
Yeah, that would be the last thing I do.
Yeah, I feel like both of our runners are unlikely to fight that Ogopogo unless absolutely, like, exhausted every other option. But yeah, it could have something like the tower key. You know, you can't really get around that. That could be hiding one of our bosses.
Or the Luca key.
Yep. And there's no warp glitch going on either, so...
But this edge is pretty well kitted out with a longsword and a Murasame, or Masamune, I didn't see which and couldn't tell you the difference.
Oh, we've got a textile designer dwarf over on Moleboy's side.
Making all the fancy looking fabrics.
Meat bills are a decent find in the shop, but biggest use for those would be if you're gonna go do like a warlock grind on the moon. You can also use it against the 2-guard fight,
But 50% chance that is not required.
and Edge's flame takes out the Mylon Z version of elements. And now he has himself a fancy new Cecil. Which, I'd wager he's probably gonna go to Ordeals next, since you can skip 2 out of the 3 bosses.
Yep, and that edge is just going to destroy everything on the overworld right now. But, oh no, Moleboy did not save after finishing up here to become underground, and got rid of everything he found in the Troya, or the Tamra shop.
Yeah, he was looting the Feymarch path and found the trap chest. Curious, checking who the first boss is. That's gonna be your water hag, because we know where the multiple blue robes are at. And that's dolls for...
Yeah, 2 non-required bosses, so no thanks.
Moleboy trying to give Yang a sylph, even though he's got plenty of them.
But here, have more sylph.
Ah yes, at the top of Mount Ordeals, they give you the thing that got you into trouble in the first place, the package. Also, there's a D-Mist.
Mama D-Mist gives you the package. Basically.
D-Mist woke up this morning and chose chaos. Burning down the village was an inside job.
Well, and with that package, you have to wonder, what character would be worth it?
I mean, at this point, like, yeah, maybe Fu, like Tybalt is saying, but other than that, like, unless, I mean, there's always the trap of, you know, the boss at the inn could be one of the requirements.
NG Dave pointing out, second Cecil. Because you know what you need to make Fu good? You gotta fight bosses.
This is true. And, I don't know if anyone's noticed, but we've skipped a lot of them.
But we've already found the legend sword. That means we could get an Excalibur, and a light sword and an Excalibur on 2 different Cecils is pretty good. But looks like we are going to see if Sheila 1 has the goods for us today.
We kind of get a vanilla pan, maybe? Oh, just a rat tail. Why do you have that in the kitchen, Sheila?
Well, it's like making French fries.
Excuse what?
Well, you just deep
French
fry it.
fries? You're frying the rat?
No, just the tail.
I mean, that's not a lot better. But okay.
Oh, hey, this is required.
Yeah. Required, for bull.
And this should be a pretty easy spot. Yeah, there goes Cindy.
Moleboy finding, a Yang here, and a turtle. That Yang is, kind of vanilla.
Turtle.
Moleboy did not heal. Could be, Oh.
And a freebie.
Has Moleboy found any Star Veils? He's trying to keep everyone up in the air when the Mega Nuke goes off.
We're just going to use Palador strats and jump over the Mega Nuke.
Moleboy manages to edge it out.
And we got a spoon over on Kyrios' side. If we find an Edward, I guess he can join the party. I guess he's okay.
Moleboy finding a sand ruby, so you know, who knows? Nobody's checked to see who's sleeping. And Kyrios and Moleboy just cross paths. Moleboy leaving as Kyrios enters the inn.
Now, I didn't see, did Kyrios turn in the, did he talk to Mama Rydia?
I don't think so. I did not see it happen. Oh, Bigan got a promotion.
Was it a promotion or was it a coup?
Look, a coup is just a promotion that wasn't given to you.
Well, we're going to continue to use jump on the thing's head strats from Edge. It's very effective. And it looks like Moleboy is trying to take out this Rydia, might want to keep her for an endgame anchor, but is having some issues.
Yeah, she's
She's like, not nap time. It's time for play. But with both of our runners in Baron Castle right now, I'd like to give a shout out to our behind the scenes staff. We've got Tybalt doing all the button pressing and making sure that we know what's going on, and we have Harump making all the pretty pictures show up.
So Kyrios skipped the regular throne and went straight for the basement throne to find Dark Knight Cecil and immediately reset.
Yeah, Dark Knight Cecil is fast and angry there, so no.
Definitely don't have the levels or the HP for that fight just yet.
But Moleboy finding an Edward does not have the spoon yet, but I don't think had a full party, so did take that Edward regardless.
Hey, spoon flags, though.
I guess he's good, but that's the only time you're ever going to hear me say that.
Oh, and an earth crystal.
That opens up the treasury.
Yeah. And nothing else because you can already just jump over the need for the earth crystal in Zod.
Well, it is T Wildish, so maybe we'll find something really nice for these players.
Raid that treasury!
And we see our first fight against the final boss of Final Fantasy Free Enterprise, the inventory boss.
Yep. I think that's like the second white spear I've seen in this seed.
I'm gonna give that a 5 out of 10.
Yeah. It,
I mean,
I guess
you go ahead.
I was saying it kind of depends on who else you find in this seed, whether or not it was good. Because if you find a Kane, it was a lot better.
Yep, we did find that defense sword. We did find a life staff for Rosa. That's always nice.
Actually, is defense sword better than light sword for Cecil?
Chat?
Light is better? Okay, yeah. That's what I was thinking.
The old man does not want a life potion. He wants that sand ruby. Rude. But does take that Tella. I guess if you want to do a D machine grind.
Yeah. Dark Elf in the first spot.
and that is another Rosa. That is a Mylon or a Mylon Z. And that's a Foo. Yeah.
That's a pretty good find, but again, bosses. Oh, that's even Wonder Woman Rosa. Yeah,
Lol.
even Asuka's gonna fight me for saying this, but even not powered up Fu is better than Edward.
That not powered up Foo has a virus, though.
Virus is good.
Meow meow. My cats didn't like that.
Oh boy, gonna have to commit to this boss because you can't save in between. So that's a wall. It is not the worst place to find it.
Yeah, I mean, just have Edge jump over the wall. But already seeing some value with that Foo, doing almost 2,000 damage with that virus.
Yeah.
But Curios has also looted the treasury and looks like might be heading towards the Dark Elf, which unfortunately, y'all, we're not going to get music, more than likely.
Yep, you can jump over that.
Nope, actually going to head up the tower. Both of our runners are going to have a really bad time if they find the pass. And yeah, try to go land the airship there. But Moleboy is through the wall and is rewarded with that Luca key.
That's one of those unskippable key items to get to a check, so... Can't jump your way into the cave. Oh, we've got Flame Dog.
Does Flame Dog have a crystal sword? I hope it's a crystal sword.
Nothing, what's Flame Dog with you? It's a Moonveil.
I mean, I guess if you find, say, an octopus up on the moon, that could be very helpful.
Moleboy getting rid of that Yang in favor of Cecil. And very much still keeping that Rydia down as an anchor.
And finishes off that those elements. And gonna go ahead and loot the backside here. This could have some very good loot. Cure 3. Okay, it had a Cure 3.
Let's see where we go from here. Oh, Mole Boy going to Ordeals because, of course, the Cecil. Oh, free elixir in the Chocobo.
Thought for a second about getting rid of that lightsaber, but decided to hold on to it, which is a good plan. And getting a free heal from that Chocobo. But this wall has gone down. Curios is holding on to this Edward, possibly equipped with a spoon, which is passable.
Yeah. Spoon is max out attack stat, and I mean these days, how often do we get to use the spoon, right?
Very true.
The sisters were at the Fabul fight.
I enjoyed that little triple bounce from Mole Boy. But now, where do you go from here?
Curios is going back into the tunnel. Most likely gonna go buy some sirens, I would imagine.
That would seem like a good idea. Just buy a boatload of sirens and level up to 1 million. Selling the ninja shirt when you have an edge.
Wonder what he has equipped on Edge. Or if he was just kind of an autopilot.
But Tivol, you know what casts a lot of magic at you? Zoromus.
Story checks out. And I think Curios is about to check Rydia's mom. Maybe the package? Who knows? Well, that's a hook.
We can now have our...
I was gonna say, can turn in that rat tail now.
But we fried it and ate it.
No, you did.
And is going to go ahead and check a couple of these bosses. That's the other thing about that package is there is a boss down there. We have 4 bosses left to find.
Curious, not checking that package though. Kind of laser focused on checking some other things. Mole Boy fighting the Calbrina dolls and left his Rydia alive, so she's getting some levels. I don't know if he meant to do that.
He does have that cursed ring, so she can get some levels, it's fine.
Rydia can have little levels as a treat. Oh, yep, just goes right and puts the curse ring on her.
looks like does want to power that foo up as well. Okay. Okay. I'm not losing my mind. That robe was red, right?
It was, yeah. It happens sometimes. I don't know what causes it, but sometimes there are like rare instances where the blue robe for Water Hag turns red. But when it was checked the first time, it was blue.
I was like, I thought we knew this was Water Hag. Confusing me today.
Yes, quick and easy bosses for Mole Boy to power up that foo some more. That's a cure 4.
And a week.
Yeah. Week, of course, being good for D-Machine grinds, should you choose that route.
And this is a Valvalis, who that Edward with that spoon can't hit. I would have to pull up the chart to see if that Valvalis is able to be hit by Nuke in this spot. And we are going to start cooking up some eggs here.
Indeed. While Mole Boy is defending Fabul from the Magus Sisters, which will give Mole Boy his first objective on the board.
And you really have to start to wonder, where are all our required bosses?
Well, let's see. We know that there's a purple robe second in Dwarf Castle, but we don't know the first one in Dwarf Castle. We don't know the two in the Giant. We don't know Sealed Cave.
Now we do know the first boss in the tower, that was Valvalis, or in Dwarf Castle was Valvalis.
Oh, is it? Okay, I missed that. That's where she was then. Saw her, just didn't quite catch where she was. Did I mention the super cannon room? Curious, checking that sealed cave, so we'll know one of these spots soon. Cave Magnus we have not seen yet. Of course, 6 bosses on the moon. Hadn't seen any of those. There's the package boss that either of our runners could check at any time.
Well, and there's music.
Yeah, Cave Magnus.
Oh yeah, I missed that.
No worries. It happens.
And looks like Mole Boy is going to raise the hovercraft, maybe.
Oh, that is an X-Cal in the sealed cave.
I mean, I like it.
It might be worth fighting your way out if this boss is not an objective. Oh, and it's an Am Lion.
Yeah, that's a hard no.
Yeah, but you can always go back and jump over that spot, which looks like Curious is doing.
Yeah, that is the strat because Xcal is good.
Indeed.
Now, I've forgotten where we found the hook at.
Oh, Curious missed the spot. Hook was... Oh, Hook was Radia's mom.
That's right. I think Moleboy might have forgotten about that. Oh, nope.
Yep. He's heading there.
And I think that's gotta be either that or the top of tower has gotta be some sort of progression. Oh yes, or the Fey March.
There's a twin. Yeah, one of those, oh, circle of pigs. But yeah, no, Fey March, those Fey March bosses could have, progression, which, fun times for all. Well, actually, is Case Summon on?
Yes.
Okay. I couldn't remember. I have what's called a, terrible memory. Anywhere, there's the... Hey, we've got a Quake kid using Quake.
And unfortunately, this still doesn't get you the Mamaridia check.
Well, he went and, got the hook. He just...
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Just has to let this cutscene play out.
Poor Tybalt. I'm not helping.
Yeah, he did grab the hook before.
Well, and if this is one of our required bosses, that's a pretty heads-up play as well.
Yeah. No, it's just a computer, though. We do not want to ponder the orbs.
I am too old for that meme, apparently. But is going to go ahead and check that rat tail.
And one of the, Yep, that's what I was about to say. One of the key items that is most needed is that darkness crystal.
That's required, I think, at this point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's not enough boss spots left on the planet to have all the 4 bosses we're looking from.
But does want to go ahead and check this sealed cave. Just make sure you're not leaving anything hanging.
Oh, that's a cane. Rather have Cain than Edward, but to each their own.
Yeah, well, maybe just gonna keep Edward down for an anchor.
Yeah.
And turns out Excalibur is good on Mylon Z.
Wow. Who would have known? Look, it's fine. Kane jumped so high that he jumped over Valvalis, and once Kyrios defeated her, he came back, and yeah.
But today, the height of Dwarven fashion is going to be Artemis arrows. That seems dangerous.
Yeah, they make things to hold arrows. You don't have to put it on a necklace. Well, we're gonna get our first look at the tower.
We'll see if it's an octopus or if it's guards.
Yeah. Am I blind or not? I mean, regardless, I'm pretty blind, but...
And it looks like Moleboy also wanted nothing to do with that antlion, so gonna go back, get the sword, leave the angry antlion.
I want nothing to do with Antlion, but want everything to do with... Okay, so I wasn't entirely blind. I did see the guard. Because he's, you know, at that spot we already knew he was at.
This octopus is gonna be a little punchy.
Well, so is Cecil.
Yeah, but that Excalibur not gonna be doing a whole lot of favors.
Nope. This Octomam is designed to resist light / holy and be weak to dark because it's an early game boss, and in vanilla, your Cecil starts with dark weapons.
Yep. Final Fantasy IV was one of those games that if you're weak to one, you're strong against another. Because you were never really intended to use Holy on the Octomam.
Yeah, it's one of those early programming shortcuts that's used because, you know, yeah, setting a flag has one effect and gives another effect, but that other effect is never going to come into play if you play it as intended, which clearly... But it does make for some interesting things. Like, Mylon Z is a bird.
He looks pretty bird-like. But only finding a Dragoon Lance. Not helpful.
Nope. So... other than the Feymarch bosses, I don't think there's any other bosses that can be checked, without going to either Giant or the Moon. Because the only other ones I can think of are, like, you know, the Super Cannon room, which you need a tower key for, which we have not seen.
Yeah, at this point, it would probably be prudent to just go up to the moon and face check everything.
Oh yeah, you can get key items from lots of these checks. It's just a matter of, you know, are you gonna go around and fight all these bosses you skip for a chance at a key item, or look for the spread of which Kyrios is about to get his Darkness Crystal.
Yep. And likely we'll head up to the moon. We'll see if he wants to take a quick pit stop at the Giant, just get a quick check of what's up there, or if just goes straight up and starts face checking everything.
I do believe could also do a D machine grind if you wanted.
He did pay 40,000 gold for those sirens, though. And I think a siren grind is faster. It's most certainly safer.
I mean, at this point, Cecil leading with that X-Cal probably gonna be pretty close to one-shotting. There's also gold dragons and such that you can fight on the moon.
I know their starter kit started them with some Hourglass 3s, so taking a couple of gold dragon sirens is not the worst idea. That is significantly more XP than just taking eggs. Now, our runners are at 9 key items.
Yep, so probably gonna want to find another key item before going for the grind. But also probably wanting to look for XP to be able to fight some of these higher level bosses, so it's...
Well, the dream for our runners would be to have King Queen Evelyn at the ribbon room spot. Because then you don't have to work hard for that XP.
You can also find an easy boss, easy boss to fight in the place where Kyrios is. My mind is blanking on Bahamut, Cave Bahamut. That's the one. I'll ignore my ADHD moments. Oh, that's a bomb.
That's funny.
It's required, but I mean, if you make it out and get a key item, just heal up, and gold dragons are here.
So, yeah, this is gonna hurt, as we can see. And while that moon veil will protect you from that, it will not protect you from the explosion. It will not protect you from the self-destructs if you cannot kill those bomblets fast enough.
Also, it's real fun to see Mom Bomb in a high-level spot, because it already gets bonus HP because it's Mom Bomb. And it splits.
Yeah, this is one of those bosses that in a race you never want to have required here. Because this is about as bad as that Ogopogo at Queen Ashura's spot. Or you could just delete it from the earth. That's fine too.
And we get... That is a key item.
You've had one Excalibur, yes, but what about second Excalibur?
Oh, but curious, just gonna leave and not do any gold dragons while you're there. But, presumptuous of what he was planning to do on my part, so... It's kind of voicing my thoughts on what I might have done.
Yeah, might want to take it down, down somewhere in the lunar subterrane. I'm sure somebody knows what level it's on, but I can't remember. I just know what it looks like.
Well, we're not gonna see who's hanging out on the moon.
Nope, has no interest in that.
Yeah, at this point, party pretty much set in stone. Oh, we're going this way.
Might just want to go top down and see what bosses we can find.
Who's our first contestant? That's a Leviathan.
Let's not.
And Mole Boy slowly but surely taking out Valvalis. Getting food to cast a lot of blinks.
Yep. I'm not sure what that Cecil has equipped because that didn't look like... Oh, no, I guess it does look like an Excalibur. I just need to watch what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's also hard to tell because, again, Valvalis, who is now down.
And little Rydia Child gets more XP. Go,
Yeah.
tiny murder child.
Now, with that cursed ring, she can get a little up there. Although, now she's gotta be bolder.
And I believe this is the Ashura palette for Rydia. I'm sure Scala will correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, and there goes Kyrios with those gold dragons.
Yeah, this is the room.
Okay, so he's got Hourglass 2s. Yeah, one of those things where it's like, I couldn't tell you where it is, but I know it on sight.
And that Mylon deciding not wanting to get hit with an Excalibur and takes out the best person to kill him.
Who getting Quake and Meteor on Multiplay's side. Meteor not so much useful. Quake's pretty good. If you needed some AoE.
You're saying that you shouldn't cast Meteo on Zoromus?
I mean, you can.
It just probably isn't a good idea. That's when he uses Storm, I think, right?
I don't remember. I just know it's you. It's a thing that you do once and never again.
Oh, he just casts Weak. But when you have the Sap status, you don't live long after Weak. But Moleboy, having cleared everything on the Overworld, is also going to head up to the moon.
Or possibly Giant. We don't know.
Yeah. A boss there at the end of, ooh, the Magus Sisters at the Element spot?
We've already fought the Magus Sisters.
Oh, dang.
They were in Fabul.
Well, now I'm sad.
Well,
It's that short-term memory thing. I fail at it.
yeah. Oh, hey! Well, it's not the Ribbon Room, but it's next door. So, Curious gonna get dragged down to the Hades.
I feel like the Hades is a really long way from the moon.
It's Moon Hades. The moon has a center.
But that's where Zoromus lives. Is he gonna bring us down to Zoromus? And then we can foo-paw?
So, Curious, not wanting to wait around and just kind of fight. And there goes John Goodman. And because he's got a couple of Zerkers, just kind of keep attacking the Queen until she dies rather than just fading out of existence.
And Moleboy is gonna give us some hair dryers.
Oh, there's a Masa.
Is that the good one?
I mean, they're both good. And Moleboy making use of that Quake, taking out all those air dryers in one shot. And an Artemis bow would go great with the arrows. Oh.
And this is also required, and a little nasty.
Does Rosa or Fu know Wall? Yeah, I see Wall there. There's Wall. Come to the moon. We have Wall.
And Moon Hades. Who, I'm gonna go with yes. Moon Hades is 1/8 the size of Earth Hades.
Is the moon 1/8 the size of Earth? I don't know.
Yes?
Listen, they faked the moon Hades on a soundstage in LA.
The moon is a bit more than 1/4 of the size of Earth.
Old boy contemplating his life decisions before diving into that mob bomb fight.
Yep, we see blinks going out. Yeah. It wouldn't be a terrible place to use a moon veil.
We've got mops on the floor on both sides. Well, not on Old Boy's side anymore, but...
So I had a brain fart and forgot that Cure 4 heals, a single target heals whatever HP you're missing, and I thought that was a really weak Cure 4 on Edge. And I was like, what's the magic power here?
No comment. But yeah, even with walls on Azura, those counter hits are still pretty mean. Although Curios doing some cover strats here.
But Azura curing, and now it's gonna hurt again.
Yep. Doesn't matter though, Ashura's down. Nope. Baron Key and a Crystal Sword.
It's a Crystal Sword, I'm so happy.
Which means, you know what we can do with the X-Cal now.
We can throw it at something?
Yeah. And
so that means if Dr. Luge is in one of these other two spots, we wouldn't need a pass.
this is true. So watch him be, like, in the second spot of the Giant or something. Or even worse, he's in the Super Cannon room, but, like, you can't find the... Like the tower key is on, like, the Ogopogo or something.
Or even worse than that, he's at music. The harp is behind the Super Cannon room, and the key is behind that Ogopogo.
Well, you don't need the harp to get the key item in there.
But you need the harp to fight the boss.
Oh, I see. Also, Kiria's not finding a very challenging fight up in this. I think this was the Ogopogo altar. Dark Imps just hourglassing them and using coffins, and also throwing in some life glitches for good measure, because why not?
Well, if you want to get as much XP as you possibly can.
Oh, Rosa's got white, so... Tower key! Oh, there goes my idea.
Well, there's still one more spot here on the moon.
Yeah.
Gotta fight the Wyvern spot. And then, yeah, the dream will be dead for Swagwalk.
Check that Crystal Sword altar. And, what would we need a pan for?
Well, I mean, Yang has fallen asleep, and his wife would like to know where he is.
Oh, for Twin Harp, right. Gotcha. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Twin Harp could also be Ogopogo. Twin Harp or Pan, one of them. something like that. I don't know. Words are hard. I think my ADHD meds are wearing off. Also,
Womp, 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 womp.
that was played. We are not getting counting lessons today.
Well, we did already get counting lessons with Bahamut earlier.
Yeah, but that was like intermediate. This is advanced because that only went to 5. This is 10.
And we are getting a giant look. We'll see.
I'm a bit surprised going to the giant before taking that tower key, but you know, if you're just gonna face check them, always got save files you can go back on, so suppose it would take more effort to climb up the tower and find out what's in the super cannon room.
Well, and Dr. Luge would be pretty gross at the element spot just because of the sheer amount of hit points there.
Yeah. Not to mention you get 2 fights out of Luge. Old boy taking on some gold dragons.
See, Tybalt, there's Hourglass 3s. I told you.
Yeah, but Kyrios had Hourglass 2s. The Hourglass 3s came from a different spot, I guess. Yeah, they checked the King Queen Evelyn spot. It was...
Odin.
Odin, that's right. It's been so long that I forgot. Well, that was a Sparkle, which, last I checked, Dr. Luge does Sparkle.
But Balnab does. He's been shined to a crisp.
I don't think that's how shining works. Oh, there's the other guards. That's a free fight at the end of CPU. That's kind of hilarious because you don't have to complete that fight. It's like what's the easiest thing you can think of that you can fight there? Well, there it is. It's too bad it's not required.
Well, and that's sort of like the top of Tower of Babel. It's top of the Giant of Babel, so you weren't completely wrong.
There's so many towers and babbles. Please eliminate 2.
Well, and here is that super cannon room check that we talked about.
Yep.
This is one of those locations that you cannot jump into.
And this might... I think this is guaranteed to be Luge, because I don't... Oh, well, Luge can also be in Magnus. Here or Magnus. Those are the only 2 places, I think, and that is a karate. Although, at this point, Kyrios probably should have
Fought it.
Because that might be, where the... Oh, he hasn't checked package yet. That's right. Only Mole Boy checked package. But yeah, it's entirely possible that that gang has the twin harp, or something that, or the pan that could lead to the twin harp. I think those are the only ways that it could lead to something else.
Yep. And we know that music is required in this seed. Harumph being the people's champion tonight.
It's amazing, even in a push B to jump seed, you still have to do that harp. I hope it's Poison Walk.
No poison walk, no.
So, Kyrios is about to spend a lot of time here, and not find what he's looking for. Which means that it will be time to start fighting bosses to find the harp. This is kind of mean, to be TBH. Yeah, now he's going back up to that Yang.
Yep, start with the easiest bosses you have to fight first, and hope that they have your progression.
Plus, he's just right there. Is it bad of me that I kinda want Pogo Pogo to have it?
No. But I want Ogo to Pogo to have the pan, just to make the rabbit hole go deeper.
Well, that's the quick win with Cecil, right?
Yeah, I think that's how it goes.
Yeah, you just whack him for 4K and he dies.
But Moleboy is slowly but surely kind of catching up, taking out this Ashura. I'm sure gonna check the room next door and find that King Queen Evelyn. And if it is one of these fights up here and he does go ahead and take the fight, could put him in the lead.
Yeah, it's mostly just got to be a matter of it's just a matter of where the harp is and who finds the... Oh, this is where you're going first, Kyrios? Okay. Maybe Kyrios is of the school of, like, if it's on the Yogo Pogo, I'm just gonna get it out of the way.
Well, and I don't even remember who was in the king spot.
It's full leg.
Ew. Full leg there is not a walk in the park.
Yeah. Neither of these fights are fun. I don't know. I would have gone for the DKC fight first. Honestly, I think I would have fought the Leviathan on the moon before either of these.
Well, he was right there, so it does kind of make sense just to go straight from tower to here if you know you've got to fight everything anyway.
Yeah.
But I don't think leg is going to be long for this world with Cecil and Edge putting out a lot of damage. And I guess Edward's helping too.
Yeah. Getting those glares, though. Like, of all the people on your team, Cecil's the one you kind of want to be alive.
Yeah, you certainly don't want any of these other guys to get all the glory.
And old boy actually using Rydia to cast Ashura. That's... Anyway, Rubicam lost now, but he shall return.
And let's see what this gives us. Lol.
Well, that's gone. But old boy is taking down John Goodman. Well, I guess they're not going to lose much of anything going straight to Ogopogo.
Nope. And if Cecil's gonna do 6,800 damage a shot, I think we might be okay.
Yeah, just gotta make sure Rosa's healing everyone fast enough to protect from the waves.
What waves?
Well, okay.
Ogopogo just had a really bad time.
But it had the twin harp. See, I called it. There. Yeah.
You did call it. And now we get to go to music.
Granted, at this point, Kyrios is a bit kind of overpowered to the point where Ogopogo didn't matter much, but hey.
Yeah, it turns out Crystal Sword Cecil is good.
So, Moleboy has checked the Plague and the Dark Imps. I did not see if he checked that top altar or not.
But why are we so excited about listening to Edward's nasty music?
I don't know. Probably because it's randomized. There's like a bunch of various songs that have been put into the shuffle. Made
Well,
by
over 300.
Made by oh, there's the pass. You still gotta fight him, Kyrios. There you go. Yeah. So anyway, they've been made by a number of different people over time. They're called
Xenocat.
Xenocat. For my mind could not remember the last half of their name, so I had like Xeno Saga? No. Xenocat. And Board. Board's done some too. But yeah.
But we will give you a nice, calm listen, and we'll be quiet for a minute.
Well, I just gotta say that, simple and clean is really not how this seed was tonight. But, Curios got that crystal.
Yep. And by finding the pass, does not have to fly back to the moon. Which means I think we're supposed to do something now.
I think, I wasn't told we had to do things.
Well, the chat is telling us it's nap time, so it's time for us to go take our nap.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's 8:30 p.m. for me here, so at this point, nap is just early sleep.
But actually, we cannot put Zoromus anywhere other than where Zoromus goes, because he's too bad, too mean, too cranky. So he wants to be the Moon Hades, and we want to give him some fun outfits to wear. So he gets to cosplay as, I think it's 500 plus outfits now?
525,600 Z sprites?
Yes.
Okay.
But would you like to ask the question tonight?
Whose butt is gonna be revealed at the 2021 Game Awards tonight, hosted by Jeff Keighley?
And is it cute?
Yeah. Well, Jeff Keighley isn't, but I'm also, like, gay, so... Wow. That's...
It's sort of like Sephiroth?
I thought it was Riku at first, and I was like, well, it would be, like, appropriate because simple and clean.
But this is Kadajmus from Final Fantasy Advent Children.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known that.
Fun fact, I have a Final Fantasy Advent Children wall scroll where Cloud is carrying Kadaj right over my computers.
Oh, Soya didn't last long. Probably because that Big Bang got nerfed and he got the counter nuke. I would imagine that's what happened. Scholar. Phrasing.
But this is what we call Zerkers Go Burr sort of method of fighting.
And Rose is there to heal. And I guess Fu's just gonna take a nap. But Asuka would be proud because her boy Edward is getting to be part of the group.
Well, until a Big Bang comes out and yeets Edward from the living.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
You are right, because that is a finish from Curios. Curios came in first place on our restream, but third place overall in the race with a time of 1 hour, 33 minutes, and 23 seconds.
Pretty good time for 5 boss hunt that also required you to find the twin harp.
But we will see if he will be joining us for an interview shortly. And meanwhile, we have Mole Boy still kind of looking for some bosses. But with that beding, I do believe we are joined by... Let me make sure I haven't been mispronouncing your name all night. How do you pronounce your name?
I would go Curios, but I'm not that picky.
Thank heavens.
I'm doing it right.
Well,
what a
GG's
scene.
to you.
I gotta say, there is nothing as objectively terrifying as knowing that it's exactly Harp and hoping that it's not somewhere that you've skipped or faded the entire seed.
Yeah, that was a rude one.
But kind of tell us what you thought about that seed, how you kind of tackled it.
Yeah, so it was interesting. In the practice seeds, I was trying to do a lot of stuff above ground before going under to try and get a little more value. As you saw at the beginning, I tried to go Hobbs quick. I tried to do Antlion. Like, it was just a mess, and I went to get a character right away. Edge was a great find there. And from there, it just kind of opened up. I faded that Gauntlet and Antlion if I was going to get punished, that was what was going to punish me. But other than that, I felt really good about how it went. I missed a couple jumps. That was frustrating in Luca Cave. I wanted to take the Excalibur pretty cheap, given that it was a big upgrade at that point and would make the moon stuff easier, but then I missed the jump twice. So what can you do? It still worked out pretty well, I think.
Sometimes it's a bit tricky to remember with push B to jump, especially if you don't play it as often. Like, which tile has the trigger on it, and so which one you need to jump from.
Yep. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was, like I said, it was pretty terrifying there at the end with no one finished as it's back to the blue planet and scramble, but GG's to the runners that finished already, GG's to everyone else. It was a great race. Love doing these every Thursday.
Well, absolutely, and yeah, it was very fun to watch. Push B to jump is always a fun one to watch, and you ran a great race.
Thank you.
Did you have any last-minute questions, Dishan? Or did you have anything you wanted to add?
No, I mean, I'm going to look forward to go back and rewatch and see how some other people approached it, and yeah, again, just a lot of fun.
Well, thank you so much for letting us restream you, and thanks for coming in for the interview. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks to the commentary and the restream and tracker, the whole team. It's great that the Pink Puffs get the opportunity to run these. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, and we'll see you next time.
Awesome. Bye.
And it looks like Moleboy has finished up on the moon and is going to head. Gonna probably try that tower key and hopefully go straight to the Ogopogo and Rubicante spots.
Yeah, because he's in the same position Kyrios is in, like, you've checked everything, so now you gotta, like, you got that tower key, from the Dark Imps, so obviously checking this spot is the easiest, probably. And then after that, it's just, you gotta get that harp.
Yep. But at least this check will be super quick. This karate is not long for this world. And I missed that Rydia knows nuke, among many other things.
She did just use virus, though.
But it does look like Moleboy went ahead and took her up to the required level. So she's going to be putting out some damage against that Zoromus.
Yeah, whether or not he, like, intentionally went that way or just the grinding plus beating all those bosses that were required on the moon just naturally got her up there.
Absolutely. But yeah, while Moleboy is finishing this, I just again want to give a shout out to our behind the scenes staff and to my co-commentator Dijon. We've got Harumph rolling this wonderful seed for us, and Tybalt keeping track of all those key items.
And shout out to Alicel, my co-host, because she shouted out everyone else but herself. And I mean, it would just look conceited if you shouted yourself out.
I mean, probably.
Shout outs to me. Me.
Well, shout outs to this community. Shout outs to the Free Enterprise community. If you're watching and you're not part of the Discord, we invite you to join. It's a wonderful community. We have races like this that help newer players kind of learn the ropes. You can roll a seed that's as easy or as nasty as you could possibly want. So yeah, just come join the Discord. We have cookies.
There are cookies?
Yes.
I've been here for like 2 years and haven't had any cookies.
I'll give you a cookie afterwards.
Sweet. It's not oatmeal raisin, is it?
There's no telling. You could get the cursed cookie. You could get Scala's cookie, which then you have her wrath.
Is the cursed cookie gonna cut all my stats by 15?
Yes.
Oh. Well, Moleboy is indeed in the right place, just process of elimination. First you gotta get leg, and when that only gives the magma key, just gotta go like one over.
Well, and did you know leg is weak to things like, I don't know, nuke to the face?
I was aware of this, yes. But also sometimes it's weak to ice, and other times it's not. And boy, trying to remember which one is which.
Well, and trying to time it correctly, too. It's easier to just microwave leg.
Yeah. Well, the leg has been thoroughly microwaved, and there was a magma key inside. Microwave blew up because the key is made of metal. Don't put metal in the science oven.
That Rydia has a lot more HP than most Rydias have.
Yeah. Mostly because it's not being used as an anchor. Although that remaining HP is about to go away.
Yeah. Turns out half of 1987 is less than, or more than what she had.
'87. It's a good year.
That was the year before I was born.
That was the year I was born.
But we have 2 Zerkers doing lots of big numbers. I don't think this Canadian content will be long, and there it goes.
Yep. So now we know what must be done.
More music?
Yes.
Yay!
Be simple and clean once more. Or not? Oh, yeah, probably just taken the, because he doesn't have the pass yet, so he's probably parking here to take the Chocobo over.
Yep, knows that
Or not.
Oh, has Moleboy not checked down in the basement?
You know, he might not have.
But wants nothing to do with that Dark Knight Cecil and goes somewhere else.
Yeah, see, because he had the other thing still parked there. I thought he was just gonna get the Chocobo to take it over.
Well, and now he's going to take the Baron Chocobo and then get the pass.
Yep. So navigating him around those mountains can be a little tricky if you're not used to it. I mean, I'm not. I don't do that a whole lot.
I personally can barely get my airship from point A to point B without having to go around the entire world. So taking a different Chocobo would really throw me off.
And then also remembering, like, when that black Chocobo is unlocked.
It's after you enter the Great Big Whale.
Possibly. I don't ever remember. I don't do it much.
But we'll sit here and let the Dark Elf try to kill us. Or we'll just cast Nuke on ourselves. that works.
Wow, Rydia nuked herself for almost quad 9s.
I don't know if that just means she has really low magic defense or if her magic's just really high.
I think it might be a little from column A and a little from column B.
But we will be quiet for our second rendition.
Okay, so are Luge and Belknap immune to Quake, or did Rydia just completely whiff an earthquake?
I don't actually know.
And I'm sure Mole Boy is happy to see that pass. Okay.
And yeah, that
I
would
was
be.
thinking Kyrios in chat saying perfect MDef on them at that spot, which would make a Rydia Quake miss. Of course, this Chocobo is gonna go all the way back to its home, so gonna have to grab him again.
Well, and then you just leave it there after you beat Zoromus. That's so rude. Poor Chocobo friend never gets to go home.
I mean, sure, it'll find its way back. At the point where, like, the ultimate evil is kind of defeated and all that, it probably figures you're not coming back for it.
But we've got the pass, and we're going to see a little bit of a different Zoromus fight here. I think we might see more of hybrid strats rather than just full berserkers.
Seems likely, considering that high-level nuke Rydia and, you know, Fu being there as well. Plus, you've got your Cecil and your Edge.
But here we go. We see our heroes facing off against this Cousin It hair monster.
I can never quite parse what's happening in the Zoromus sprite before it transforms. It reminds me of a Tangela from Pokemon. Or actually, probably more Tangrowth.
Erg.
Yep, deploying the Star Veil. So, yep. First 2 turns, you got a Berserk and a Star Veil going out, so you're definitely looking at hybrid strats. Now we just need that counter to hit. Yeah!
Extra damage. And that edge definitely putting out some damage. There's some nukes from Fu.
Yeah. Possibly the biggest issue with Rydia being the shield is she has the lowest health of the group, and any like group cure 4s that you put out after the big bangs, those are just gonna reflect off of her, so she's not gonna get healed by them.
That's very true. Although you never want to put it like on Cecil and then accidentally nuke him in the face.
This is also a good point.
I totally have never done that.
Oh, and Rose is high enough level to learn White, so... Yeah, the one thing that always makes me nervous in these fights is, like, when that Star Veil wears off, you know, before Zoromus, like, wipes it off.
Yeah, or if you get that big, black hole and you're not expecting it,
Yeah.
and you've got like 2 spells queued up and you just kind of wreck yourself.
You just have to watch as you know what's coming, because you said it. But he already queued the black hole. Oh, there's some rocks. We're almost there.
Rocks seem good.
And that Star Veil lasted. So... And that is it.
And that is Moleboy finishing in 11th place with a time of 1 hour, 57 minutes even.
Nice.
And we'll see if we can't get him in for an interview. And while we wait, again, just want to plug our runners, both Moleboy and Curios. Definitely give them a follow. And if, again, you're interested in maybe wanting to try out some of these seeds, again, join our Discord. we love new people.
Yep, there's all sorts of resources there for people of all skill levels. And sometimes, if you're nice enough, they let you come on the stream to talk about the game. And you might get invited back, like me.
Yep. If you are interested in joining our Restream team, please send us a message. There's a form you can fill out in the Discord. We'd love to have new faces in the booth and behind the scenes. But I believe that Bading means we are joined by Moleboy. GG's to you.
Yeah, that was certainly a game. I'm glad I got to give everybody the full tour. Yeah.
So how did you feel about that required harp?
You know, it wasn't so much the required harp as all of it going through my brain, and that if it was only 4 out of 5, I would have been in a really good spot. It is what it is. I made a couple calls that obviously didn't pay out. The moon, checking giant, things like that, and then finally going back for the king and queen of summon monsters. But aside from a couple, like, embarrassing jumps that I obviously failed multiple times, I don't think I played too badly.
No, you did very well, especially in making use of being able to jump with all characters.
Yeah, I will say I did love jumping the Mega Nuke, yeah. Yeah, no, it was a fun seed. I liked the kind of balance between starting a little bit sketch in that. I think I could have taken my Rydia off the floor a little bit earlier just because I got that early curse string. I just, out of habit, kept her floored for a while. But overall, at the end, ended up being a pretty solid Z fight considering how over-leveled I was.
Yeah. Yeah, by the time you get through all of that, you're kind of well beyond the levels needed to take him on.
Yeah, I actually was curious. I think I, by my count, came really close to not seeing any big bangs. There was quite a lot of damage going out right before that, so would have been cool to get that on stream, alas. But still not super upset with my play.
No, you played very, very well. And of course, it was a huge joy to watch. Push B to Jump is always a fun one to watch, and I love just seeing all the little paths that runners take.
I will say that is probably my favorite thing about Push B to Jump as well, is the fact that you do have so many more options at the start. Because you can do Baron right off, you can go underground, you can do Zot. There's so many different options based on your party, and then having the T Wildish no max. Obviously, there weren't any amazing polls that I saw. I'm sure somebody got something random out there, but yeah, no, the T Wildish incentivizing trying to find good loot early so you can really dive and find stuff was really fun as well.
Yep. And then you did find that crystal sword. I love crystal swords.
I do as well. It made me feel slightly bad about walking the X-Cal out, but you make the choice with what you have at the time and go from that. Of course, then I ran into multiple bosses right after that are strong against Holy, so that was great.
Yeah, timing is
everything.
But yeah, do you have any last minute questions, Dijon?
No, I don't think so.
Great. I just want to say thank you all so much, Restream team with Harumph and Tybalt as well. And of course you two for commentary. And no, this was great. Thank you all so much.
Absolutely, it was our pleasure, and thank you for letting us restream you.
Yeah.
Great.
But I do believe that is the end of our show tonight. But we are going to send you to some more Pink Puff information. We're going to send you over to the Queen of the Pink Puffs, Asuka424, She is the one who created this club. This is her little brainchild. So yeah. But anything else you want to say, Dijon, before we head off the air?
I mean, I could insert another joke about the Game Awards being tonight, but nah, I'm good.
Well, again, thank you so much, and we will see y'all next time. Have a great night.